Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Noah, and I wanted to welcome all of you to another installment of Monologue Monday here on my YouTube channel.
Monologue Monday.
If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning back in, and of course I hope you can take something away from this video as well. Now with that being said, let's get into this installment of Monologue Monday. So for this episode of Monologue Monday, I just wanted to share a quick few thoughts on the importance of stepping away from social media, right? Stepping away from the electronics that we have in our life, our phone, our laptop, our computer, maybe even our camera, like I'm doing right now. And this is something that I kind of experienced when I took a little bit of a break going overseas to see family and, you know, some other things as well. It was just one of those things that just kind of happened inadvertently, right? I didn't go overseas thinking, you know, I'm going to have a little bit of a detox from my phone, for example, but it's just something that ended up happening because I was so involved kind of with family and the world around me, and also trying to capture the experiences that I was having over there, you know, with my camera and all of the other equipment that I was using to record videos while I was in Japan. I think the idea of taking a break from our technology, right, our phone and the extensions of ourself digitally is something that, you know, everybody says is a good idea, but I don't think it's necessarily acted on as much as it should. And the experience really that I had while I was overseas and just not, you know, looking at my phone to answer Teams messages, not looking at my phone to see if I was getting a new text, not that I'm getting many texts to begin with, you know, which is whatever, not going on my phone to scroll, you know, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times every single day through pictures on Instagram of people that I don't really talk to, I don't really know, going on, you know, scrolling for hours on Reddit to read about stories that I don't really care about, you know. So there's just a lot of things, a lot of ways that we're very much, you know, connected and addicted to, you know, using our phones, you know, nowadays, right, on our day-to-day environment, right? Like I said, if you're remote in any way, you know, you're constantly, you know, kind of paying attention to your phone to see if, you know, someone's reaching out to you about something urgent or anything like that. And while I was over there, obviously I was on PTO. I took the entire month as PTO to really kind of, you know, not have to think about work. I was actually initially going to work while I was overseas, but their policy didn't allow for overseas work, which, you know, which now that I'm thinking of it was probably beneficial. It behooved me for them to have that policy, because I really got to escape from it to the point where when I came back, you know, and I've been in my routine for about a week now at this point, it feels very weird to have my phone near me, have to pay attention to it a little bit more and be around screens more. I've got one monitor here. I've got 2 monitors over on that side of the room, which is kind of my working station, a laptop there, and so on. And it just feels very weird, you know, coming from a point where I was very much escaped from it, where I would kind of live in the moment. I would record videos, and then, you know, I would step on a computer well, I wouldn't step on it, you know, but I would sit in front of a computer to edit the videos and post them. But other than that, I wasn't doing anything on any technology. Of course, occasionally I would watch a few YouTube videos on my phone, or you know, make my phone, use my phone to make a call to my dad or something like that. But that was it, right? That was the extent of my use of my technology, and it was so refreshing. It almost felt, you know, my life for that period felt more organic because I was really involved with the area that I was living in, right? I was biking a lot more. I was walking around. I was just taking time, I think, to see what was out there versus, you know, nowadays we see everything on a screen. So, you know, it's just a very, you don't really know this feeling that I'm kind of talking about until it happens to you, or until you take action to make sure that you get that escape, which is why I wanted to make this Monologue Monday video to be kind of a subtle reminder to escape when you have a chance. And I don't mean escape as in, you get done with work and I'm going to do something for an hour and I'm not going to look at my phone. I do mean an entire escape. With the holidays coming around, right? We have Thanksgiving in a week, right? And Christmas in 3 weeks, whatever it is. 3 weeks. People are using PTO, right? People are using PTO to do family things, to maybe go on trips, for New Year's, maybe an extended holiday from Christmas into New Year's. Everybody takes PTO in kind of different ways. But I really want to use this video as encouragement to, when you are, taking your time off, to really take time off from not only your work-related activities, right, your computer, your tasks, whatever, but also take a break from the technology around you and see what kind of a difference that makes mentally, right? Even if it is only maybe a day or 2 days, some people, depending on their work, might take 9 days or 10 days between Christmas and New Year's and so on to, use up their PTO and just enjoy time with their family. And I really do encourage you to use that time to escape, like I said, not only your work activities, but these devices, this technology that is kind of an extension of you, right? I want you to I want you to try to cut that extension, if only for a few days, because the difference that you'll feel is it's very noticeable, right? Some people are not going to know what to do, right? Because they're so reliant on, I'm bored, I'm going to take out my phone and I'm going to watch videos there that'll occupy my time. If they lost their phone, they would sit there kicking rocks, right? So I think this is also a pretty good exercise to see what it's like to kind of go back in time to a period where we didn't have these devices, right? These phones to occupy our time, right? Back to the day where, you would pretend a stick was a gun and you'd shoot your friends or something. I mean, I did that. I don't know if that's normal, maybe not. But I really do want to encourage people to try it and just to see what it's like. Now, obviously, everybody's not going to be able to take a month like I did. I was very, very lucky to be able to do that, right? And not using any PTO for a very, very long period of time. I've since learned from that, but even if it is, 4 days, 5 days, something like that, I think it makes quite a big difference. So use this as a subtle reminder to see what it's like to have this escape from all the inner workings of, all of the algorithms, all of the data that our technology provides to someone else, right? Another group of people, another company, another entity, and just see how good it feels at the end of the day. And of course, as always, if you were able to stick around this long in the video, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and I hope to see you again sometime soon.